Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make my mother's Blackberry Cobbler. And just a little bit about me, I grew up in Western Pennsylvania, and as a little girl I used to love picking blackberries, but they were wild on the side of the road and I get all scratched up with all the thorns. Well, here where I live now, you get these big old blackberries. They don't taste as good, but you know what? I'm not all scratched up. So this is one of my favorite recipes from my mom, and I'm using one of her baking stones, and this one is a glazed baking stone, but the inside is unglazed, and Pampered Chef is known for our baking stones. This is the the large rectangular baker. It's about a 9 by 13 pan, and this I'm actually going to double this recipe. And so what we're going to start with is we're going to mix all the dry ingredients. So just a little cooking tip here: when you're doing a quick bread or like this, you want to mix the dry ingredients first and then mix the wet ingredients. So I'm going to use this is our it's our large batter bowl. It holds 8 cups. We also have a small one. This one's 4 cups, but I truly do love both of these, and they nest inside of each other, which makes it really handy. And they do have lids so that you can store things, but you can bake in them, and I mean, these are a kitchen staple, I would say. So I already have some flour in here. I need, let me see here, I need another cup of flour, and these are our dry measuring cups, and there's 5 of them. They go from a cup all the way down to a 1/4. But a little tip on measuring, if you're a really good baker, you want to kind of loosen up the flour with a fork. This recipe isn't that technical and that difficult, so, but you do want to scrape off the top, and these come with a scraper. That works out great. Okay, here we go. We're going to scrape it off because you want it level. So these are great for any kind of dry measuring that you're doing, like sugar or flour. We'll put that in. Okay, off to the side here. The next thing that we need is some baking powder. Okay, this is the leavening ingredient. This makes it rise, and it rises pretty nicely. So I need, let me see here, 2 tablespoons, so I need to double that. I already have 3 of them in there. So these are little measuring spoons. We have 2 different kinds, but I kind of prefer these. It goes from an 1/8 all the way to a tablespoon, and they're skinny enough to fit in the jars of seasoning. So I just need 1 more teaspoon, and I put mine on a ring like this on a ribbon. And again, did you know that the reason why that's there is to level it off? Okay, so let's put that in. So we have, and then we need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to kind of go scant on this because this is pink Himalayan sea salt. I already have it ground. I'm going to go a little scant on this. So that's a 1/2 teaspoon we'll just put in here. We sell pink Himalayan sea salt also, which is wonderful, and it tastes a lot better than the regular old processed white kind. All right, so we're going to mix this up. Mix your dry ingredients. Oh, man. Woo, the stuff is flying all over. Gee, okay. So, small mixing scraper, a staple in the kitchen, and then this one is a classic scraper. These are made out of silicone, and my friend Dewana is videotaping me. Dewana, you like these?
Oh yeah, I have about 5 different ones, and
yeah.
3 of the ones you're holding in your left hand there.
Yeah, so anyway, these things are gonna last a lifetime for you. We're known for these darn scrapers, and they do last a long time, and they don't melt and all that. So
and they go in the dishwasher.
And they go in the dishwasher. Amen to that, girl. Okay, so let me see here what else we need. So let's double check because I always forget something here or another. The sugar, the flour, the baking powder, the salt, and the milk. So now we're gonna add our milk in. I need a cup of milk. So we'll just put that in here, and this is gonna make the batter. And these are our easy read measuring cups, and I really do love these because you can just pour the liquid right in. And here, do you want to get that? And see how it's nice and black, and you can see it really easily, so you don't have to bend down and look at it eye level, because normally that's how you have to measure liquid ingredients. They come in a set of 3. This is the largest one, 4 cups, 2 cups, and 1 cup, and they stack. I really do love these. All right, let's get a quick mix here. And you don't want to over mix this because it's kind of like a quick bread with the leavening ingredient, just a little bit of baking powder. We're going to mix this up until it's not powdery anymore. Oh, my mother would be so happy I'm making her Blackberry Cobbler.
When the flour stops flying.
Yeah, when the flour stops flying. And this recipe is totally bizarre. Matter of fact, I was just telling Dewana about it, and she's a good cook too. And actually, one of my past hosts many, many times, so I appreciate you, Dewana. She's done live parties for me, which I still do, and I also do virtual parties. So Dewana's seeing me in a different way here today, huh?
Yeah.
Parties. Okay, so anyway, see, it's still sticky, but we don't have any more of the dry ingredients left. So we're gonna pop it in here. All right. And I'm gonna press this through. It's kind of sticky. And that, like I said, this is a very strange recipe, because you'll see what's gonna happen next. Oh, you know what, did I put the butter? Ah, that's why it's strange, oh. It's too sticky. I forgot the butter. See, and this is what happens. That's why I like my Pampered Chef business, because basically, God only knows what happens in my house. Oh, we just add the butter. Okay, I melted the butter. I thought that was like not working out right. And I'm using, this is a 2-cup prep bowl. They come in a set of 2. And I really do love these too. They come in a 1 cup and 2 cup. So we've got that going on here. And then we've got to add the sugar. All right, now let's mix that. Yeah, that's right. Now it looks better. And you can see this spatula is really nice and heavy. Does a great job. So anyway, a little bit about this recipe. After I get it all mixed up nicely, I'm going to, it's the strangest thing, because I'm actually going to put water all over the top of it, sugar water in the berries. And the first time I made this, my daughter's like, Mom, that looks disgusting. But after you bake it in the oven, it's absolutely delicious, because, that's funny, the berries bake down in there, and the water makes it kind of soft and just delicious. I mean, so it's not real bready, it's more moist. It's really quite good. All right, well, we corrected that mistake, huh?
Yep, and the next time you need to take off your watch so it doesn't bang on the bowl.
That's a good point, Dewana. Dewana will keep me straight, man. Uh-huh. Okay, that's the way the batter should look. There we go. Let's pull this out. And see how this handle is really nice. It's easy to mix, and the bottom of this stays flat. All right, there we go. These are definitely a staple in your kitchen. So let's spread this out. There we go. That's the way it should look. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, over the batter, I better read the instructions this time. Mixture of 1 cup blackberries, 3/4 cup water, and ½ cup of sugar. So I doubled this. This is the water and the sugar in the small batter bowl. And it says 1 cup blackberries. These are our silicone measuring cups. And actually this is, I usually put, there's 2. I'm just going to put them all in because it doesn't matter, really.
You could never have too many
blackberries. You can't have too many blackberries. So these are actually frozen. They're kind of hard, but that doesn't matter at all. You can use fresh or frozen berries. There we go. All right, and this is the weird part of this recipe. But what's going to happen is it's going to cook up so beautifully in this stone, because one of the things about the Pampered Chef stones, a lot of people have the baking stone. It's a round pizza stone. Well, they cook really well, and they make everything crisp up very nicely. Oh yeah, isn't that ridiculous? You should see Dewana's face right now. Same as my I remember when I was a little girl, my mother did that, and I'm going, what are you doing? But it turns out great, and I will take a picture of it and post it. But these berries will get embedded in the top, and they'll look beautiful. So I always try to push them over around the sides like this. But back to the stone. The stone will cook very evenly, and it crisps everything up, and it actually pulls out some of the moisture from your food. And that's why the pizzas turn out so well, because they don't get that overdone outside, underdone inside, and they're nice and crisp on the bottom. So I really do love the baking stones. And again, this is a large rectangular baker. And eventually the color of this, not the outside, because that's that really pretty gray that matches everything. See how it matches my granite countertops? Pretty nice. It'll eventually be this color. And I use it a lot for lasagnas, like any kind of dishes that, like pork chop dishes, manicotti, that kind of thing. It's great for that. So I'm gonna throw this in. And I think I showed you everything that I have here. And oh, let me show you just one last little thing that I like too. This is just a little entertaining tip. Having some friends over tonight, but this is our new Lazy Susan, and it's great for charcuterie, which is basically a ham and cheese, you know, like this meat and cheese board. But I do a whole video on that. But you can also use it to spin around, boom, and use it as a cake decorating platter, which is kind of neat. And our friend Dewana is a great cake decorator. So when I use it for the charcuterie board and I have my cheese and crackers, I always like to put a little something on the top. And I just wanted to say, well, thanks everybody for being my friend and watching this video.